Hi guys, welcome back to FYP TV. My name is Brett. I run a channel called 2FC. Please check it out in the description. I'm aiming for 500 subscribers by Christmas, so please check my channel out and subscribe if you fancy it. On to the game. We drew 2-2. We drew 2-2 at home to Bournemouth. Defoe scores his 200th and 201st career league goal. He scores just before half time, same as last year. In the past 3 games against Palace, Defoe has scored 6 goals. In 3 games, average it out, and it is actually true. It's 2 each game. Doesn't even need to be averaged out. It is 2 each game. He scored 2 for Sunderland in the 4-0 drubbing. He scored 2 when we beat him 3-2 up at their place? Can't remember. But yeah, and then he scores 2 yesterday to make it 2-2. So a win, loss and a draw for Defoe with 6 goals. Benteke. Cost us that game. He really did. Petulance. Child who doesn't want someone to play with his ball. That's all that comes to mind. And it's painful. It was so painful to watch him snatch the ball. Oh no, it's my ball. I'm going to take it home if you don't let me take this penalty. No. Luca had already taken a penalty and had already scored it. Why? I know you haven't scored in a while. I know he hadn't scored in a while. But at the end of the day, if our set piece taker, our penalty taker, is Luka Milivojevic, then Luka Milivojevic takes those penalties. End of story. I don't care if... Actually, the only way I can understand if Benteke was taking it is if Luka had missed the first penalty. I'd understand that. But to snatch the ball and then make such a pathetic effort, I can understand why people were booing him. I can understand it. Don't agree with it too much, because he is our only fit striker, and if he wants to throw his toys out of pram, we're knackered. But to be so petulant, snatch the ball, and then have such a pathetic attempt from the spot, I can understand the booing. I can. Wilf looked amazing in this game. He really looked back to his normal self. He was getting more of the ball. He was running at the defenders. He was getting tackled left, right and centre. I'm pretty sure he got Bournemouth 5 or 6 yellow cards. 4 or 5, not 5 or 6. Just on his own by getting tackled out of nowhere. Loftus-Cheek played really well. Luca played really well. James Tompkins, I think it was at 1-0. Yeah, it was at 1-0 when Sacco got injured. Sacco went down, he was holding his calf. He could see that Bournemouth were on the attack, so he obviously tried to stand up to try and help the defence out. He was playing everyone onside. Obviously, Jermaine Defoe, the main person. Defoe is basically one-on-one with Speroni, a bit of an angle, but it's a Defoe. It's a striker Defoe. Like he doesn't miss these kind of opportunities. And all of a sudden, out of absolutely nowhere, James Tompkins makes this perfection of a tackle. I think he came running up the left-hand side and slid round, used his right foot to kind of kick it out for a corner. It was just one of those, oh, what a tackle. It was just one of those moments. It really was. Jermaine Defoe scored a couple of goals, like I said already. His first one was a really well-worked corner. It was like a short 1-2 from the corner, straight towards the penalty spot. Little bit of a flick kick, if that makes sense. Like, instead of powering it or side-footing it, it kind of flicked it so he knew that it was going away from the goalkeeper. Very finesse-like shot. bottom left-hand corner. Speroni couldn't do much about it. His second goal, after we'd done the perfect turnaround with a penalty that Begovic took Wilf down for, and Luca smashed it top right, and then Scotty Dan, Sacco's replacement, scored a sliding tackle from a Kabay. Very much similar to Defoe's first goal, actually. It was just a hard ball passed along to the back post, and Scott Dan was there. And then, yeah, Jermaine Defoe. His ball comes up to him out of absolutely nowhere. Bounces a couple of times. He thinks, I'm hitting this first time. Side foot volley, loops over Speroni, ends up in the bottom left-hand corner. And you can't even hate. Like, it was such a good goal, and he knew what he was doing. You can't even hate him for it. You just can't. But, yeah, 6 goals in 3 games, Defoe. Please chill out. I don't know how we didn't buy you, but so be it. It was a really, like, end-to-end game. The first half was brilliant. The second half was okay. It wasn't as good as the first. A couple of really good attempts, both sides. Jordan Ibe for Bournemouth had a really good strike about 20 yards out. Speroni ended up making quite an easy save. We had a couple of really scuffed attempts. Loftus-Cheek had a good one. Cutting on his right, went for the bottom left, went out for a corner. We did have some really good attempts in the game. So did Bournemouth, to be fair. So did Bournemouth. But I believe we should have won that game. Obviously, with the penalty in the 92nd minute, we should have won that game. But even without that penalty, I think we should have won that game. But we didn't. But let's bring on Watford on Tuesday. And hopefully I can find a decent stream for the game. Because I can't keep missing these Tuesday games. I can't. Anyway, guys. Please like, share and subscribe to FYP TV and my channel. Thank you for watching, and come on, you Palace.